the highly anticipated UFC champs.
It's time, baby.
In a year from now. Let's go. I love this part so much. I don't think I have our last year's predictions on here,
I don't want
but
to see him.
they weren't pretty. I'll say I had Dricus. I had Volk at 145 and 155 because we made the predictions right after UFC 290 after he manhandled Yair. So I was like, his next fight, he's gonna beat Islam. He's gonna defend.
And you see it in person. It's like something. You see it in person. It's different.
That's why I picked Dricus too. We were there when he beat Bobby Knuckles. It was right after that. So
yeah,
it's crazy how much can change in a year, though. So without further ado, we got updated graphics. Look at that. Every year you get better and better. Next year it'll be something crazy.
Yeah, here we go. So my reasoning for these picks was when we did our picks last year, I didn't take account into like how lit. No, I want to say how little they fight, but like a year's 2 fights.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes 1, but on average it's 2 fights. So it's not far off. So like what you kind of see from now is kind of what you'll see a year from now.
Yeah, you got the next title fight that we all know, and then you got maybe one more fight, and that's the one that you're picking. Yeah.
So for flyweight here, I'm gonna go Steve Erceg. I think he beats Kai Kara-France, and I think he gets the rematch with Pantoja, and he gets the job done.
I like that. I'm going with my guy, Tatsuro Taira. I've been preaching his name from the rafters for a while. One more big win, and then a title shot. So, boom, look at that graphics. Elite, baby. All right.
That looks
Bantamweight, not too much to be said here.
Yeah. You know, check the color of the show. Check the reason we started this show. You know where we're going. The Sugar Show is going to be the champion a year from now. And you're lucky I didn't go to the Sugar Show champion in the featherweight. So, Sugar Show coming to you. Will still be here 2025.
If Umar didn't already kind of have a clear next title shot, I would have put Sugar for featherweight as well. But I think they're gonna make Sugar fight Umar after he beats Merab. So he won't fight for the 145 belt till probably like next fall.
Yeah.
Got to be thinking ahead like that. It's tough.
Yeah. So for my 45 champion, I think personally a year from now we'll be talking about him as one of the most dominant champions, not ever, but like just currently, and I think it's Ilia Topuria. I think he's dominant. I don't see anybody beating him anytime soon. I hope Max gets it done and finds a way, but I just don't see it. He's a whole other level right now. He's too fast, too quick, too good.
Yeah, bro. Seeing him in person, I didn't see any holes. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking for holes, even if he did get by Volk that night. I was like, what could I see that Max could use against him? And I didn't see much. But fuck it, I'm going Max Holloway, baby. It worked on UFC 300. I didn't have a great reason with my head, but I had a reason with my heart. He's got the Hawaiian spirit. He said he might not be the fastest, he might not be the most skilled, but he has that one-way ticket to crazy land, baby. And he knows how to turn it on. And maybe he takes Ilia into deep waters, puts him in cardio hell. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll know about this one real soon. And then Volk most likely fights the winner.
It's crazy, but yeah.
Like you can't deny him. You can't deny Volk the title shot, right? After like defending featherweight for 4 times or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You think people would be mad about Max Volk 4?
I don't know, because they're legends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it one bit.
Yeah, run that shit
out of the equation.
Like a classic rivalry, bro. It's like seeing the Celtics and Lakers in the finals again, or the LeBron versus the Warriors in the finals again. We'll watch that shit 1,000 times.
That's facts. And it's not like it was tailor-made, like they were forcing it. They were trying to force anything but that happening, but Max and Volk are just forcing their way back to this spot.
Yeah.
All right. Lightweight. There's a little bit of speculation here, I guess. If you think Islam might move up and vacate lightweight, which I don't know. I don't think people are gonna, buying that ticket. So what do you got here for lightweight?
Islam, plain and simple.
Yeah, I try to, that's when I get myself in trouble, when I try to get too smart and too cute with it.
Yeah,
So I completely
that's why I was
agree
like,
with you.
I'll live with the results.
I did that last year. I tried to get too cute
Is there
with it.
is there a way? And if there is a way, who?
I mean, Sarayuki, and he had a close fight with him in the first one. If he has the fight of his life, maybe, or if Islam, there's talks that he's hurt. That's why he's not headlining Abu Dhabi. Well, he is hurt, so they might do an interim bout. I don't know if they will, but yeah, dude. Right now, yeah, dude, I don't really know anyone that's a true threat that's up there at 155.
Yeah.
We said it. This guy's gonna run that shit for a while. Once he beat Charles that night, he said we're in for an era. But I'll give it to Islam. We said it was gonna be a boring era of 5-round decisions of him blanketing people, and it hasn't been that so far. It's been fun, entertaining fights with good build-ups.
Yeah, he's had really good fights.
Let me get that one up there. Islam Makhachev, no surprises.
Welterweight, I think he gets the next shot within a year. I don't know if he gets the next shot, but I think he gets a shot within a year. I think it's Shavkat Rakhmonov. If it's Bilal, which I think it is, I think he can beat Bilal. I'll take my chances on that he beats Bilal. Mostly because I just don't want to see Bilal be the champion a year from now.
Nobody does. I mean, there's an okay chance that it happens. You can't deny the fact that Bilal's very good at what he does and that he is a tough fight for anybody. Dude, welterweight's the most interesting division for me, though, because I think there's like 5 or 6 guys that have a higher than a 10% chance of being the champ next year. Like Shavkat, he has a chance. Usman has a chance. Kamaru, Jack Dela has a chance. Ian Gary has a chance. So I guess 4 guys. And then you also got Leon just kind of hanging around, former champ. So I guess 5 people that have somewhat of a chance of being the welterweight champ. So this one, I kind of just took a stab here, to be honest. Going with my guy, Jack Della Maddalena. Not a super smart year. That's the thing. I was trying to map that out. He wins his next fight, maybe against Kamaru Usman or an Ian Gary or a Shavkat, however the cards may fall. And then he fights the winner of the next title fight. Hopefully that happens in the winter. Or I mean the title fight happens in the winter, and then Jack Dela gets a fight in right before the deadline, sometime early summer, and he gets that belt. So that's a little bit of a weird one, but welterweight, I feel like Shavkat's the right answer right there right now. But I don't know, I want it to be different.
Okay. Middleweight. I think we had it last time. We're going to stay with it again. The man, the last style bender. Israel Adesanya, baby. Let's fucking go. He's going to beat Dricus, and then he's going to beat the winner of Whitaker and Hamzat if that happens. And he's going to be the champ, baby. Then he's going to beat Strickland. Let's fucking go. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait for that shit. I can't wait for him to fucking beat Dricus and have the belt wrapped around him again. Oh, my God. I'm going to cry. I'm going to get chills, bro. I'm going to get chills. I can't fucking wait. Can't fucking wait.
Man. I did it again. I went Dricus du Plessis. Dude, I picked him last year because I thought that he would beat Izzy. And him and Izzy have not fought yet. So I'm like, shit, man, I got to stay true to my guns. I still got to have Dricus in that fight, which I did a year ago. So I didn't like to type it out, but I did. I typed out Dricus, and we saw him and Whitaker in the first fight. You don't know if it's going to go like that again. And I think Whitaker beats Hamzat. So I kind of think Dricus beats Izzy and then beats Whitaker again. So I don't know. There's a path there.
Yeah,
for it.
Obviously I want Izzy to win, but I think Izzy does win. But worst comes to worst, I think Dricus and Whitaker is a really good fight again.
Yeah, because I don't think we saw the best version of Whitaker that night.
Yeah.
It was just so that made me think Whitaker was done because he got dropped with that
Yeah,
jab.
yeah.
But then it's like, does Dricus just have crazy power like that? But then why didn't he drop Strickland?
Yeah.
It's crazy sport. Crazy sport we love to talk about.
Yeah. Light heavy. I got a little boring. I'm just gonna go Poatan. Because I don't see anybody at light heavyweight that can beat him. And I just think that it's 2 fights. I think he can go 2-0 his next 2. Who's next for him at light heavy?
I mean, apparently Ankalaev already has Ankalaev's manager said that he already has a fight booked. I don't know who else it would be besides him.
Yeah. Yeah, I just play it safe here. I'll go Poatan.
Yeah, I did. I went the other side. I went Ankalaev here. We still haven't seen Pereira against an elite grappler. And Ankalaev, he is a 205-pound Dagestani. He has those types of skills. So if you can get the fight to that area, I think there's a chance that he could do what people thought would happen to Poatan a while ago. So yeah, I'm going Ankalaev. I don't love it. I would rather Pereira be the champion. But yeah, dude, those two, Dricus and Ankalaev, I do not want that to happen, but it's just the names I wrote down.
And I'm looking at your last 3, JDM, Dricus, and Ankalaev. Real chance to go 0-3 there.
Shit, yeah, I took some stabs. We always got a chance.
I mean, realistically, I can go 0-3 too, but I think one of these guys, Shavkat, Izzy, and Pereira, one of them has the title a year from now.
Yeah, that sounds better than JDM, Dricus, and Ankalaev. That sounds a lot better. I want to hear your reasoning here. I obviously know already because I typed it in, but heavyweight champ a year from now.
My heavyweight champ a year from now is Jon Jones. And the reason he's the heavyweight champ a year from now is I just don't think they're ever going to strip the guy of his title. So I think he's going to. Is that the reason? Yeah, that's literally my reason. I think he's going to fight Stipe at some point. He's going to beat Stipe. I think he's not going to fight for another year or 2, and they're not going to strip the belt from him. They're just never going to take the belt from this dude. So that's my reasoning. It's not because I think he beats Aspinall, which I think he does. But I think the later it goes on, I don't know. But it's literally because I don't think they're taking the belt from this guy. I do not think so. Dana White loves Jon Jones. I don't think they're taking the belt away from Jon Jones. So that's my reason. Not because I think he's going to go 2-0. Not because I think he's going to defend the title more times. I do not think they're taking the belt from him. So the undisputed heavyweight title a year from now, a champion will be Jon Jones.
I love that. Defense. He's only going to have to defend it once against Stipe, but
yeah, beat Stipe, you're good.
Especially with Dana. Dana will be saying, Jon Jones beat the greatest heavyweight of all time. And you really want to take you really want to take the fucking belt from this guy?
I saw when they were like there was like a troll. They were like when they were about like have you heard the Alex Pereira allegations of him like raping the girl?
Yeah.
And they were like Dana, what do you think about this? Blah blah. And he's like, I don't know. One thing I'll tell you: if she walked in the room with Jon Jones, she's not walking out. That dude's a killer, man.
Bro, there was another one that was real. He was opening UFC. He was opening a pack of UFC cards up on the stage with some people, and he gets a sign. He opens it, and there's a signed Dustin Poirier, and then he just like flips to the next one, and it's just a regular ass Jon Jones card, and he goes, "Oh my god, this is the coolest card ever! Baddest man on the planet!" And he's like showing the whole crowd right after he just pulled an autographed Dustin card that like actually was worth money. I feel like it's almost a comedy bit at this point. Like he's trolling us.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Bro, he brings it up every time. Like after Islam beat Dustin and just they say, you think Islam's number 1 pound for pound? Just goes on a 20-minute rant about Jon Jones. But anyway, I have Tom Aspinall. I think Jon does get stripped in a year from now. I mean, if he fights, I guess next summer isn't that far off. If he fights Stipe in November, he's only got to hold on for 8 more months. That's one signed contract, 1 pullout, and he still has the belt.
Yeah.
That's the path right there. A defense, a signed contract, and then a fight week pullout.
Yeah.
Aspinall for his third interim title defense.
Yeah.
All right, so we also had a couple of our great listeners, mainly just our friends, also submit their picks for the champs in a year from now. I didn't put every list up here, but I did some percentages, or at least tried to. My math isn't the greatest, but here's what we got. It's a little small, but for flyweight, we actually had a 4-way tie for first place. This one was insane. It was split. A quarter of the votes went to each of these guys. 25% went to Moreno, 25% went to Erceg, 25% went to Tatsuro Taira, and 25% went to Pantoja. And that got me thinking, flyweight's not in a bad spot. If there's 4 guys that we think could be the champ a year from now, that's a good sign for the division. And then bantamweight, looks like our listeners be listening to us, except for a couple of them. We got 75% of the votes on Sugar Sean O'Malley, and then we got 25% on Merab. Gotta say, I'm surprised there's no Umar votes out there.
Yeah. You're assuming Merab beats Sugar and Umar if you're them, right?
That's a great, that is a crazy path for Merab right there. Not crazy, you can do it, but anyway, hey, and by the way, if y'all still want to send in a list, you got until the next card. That's the deadline. When the next card happens, that's the cutoff. All right, so for featherweight, we had 50% of our listeners taking Max Holloway, 25% taking Ilya, and then I think this is the wildest pick on the board. We got 25%. Might have just exposed our numbers right there. Going with Arnold Allen. You think Arnold Allen in a world has a chance?
Nah, not enough time.
That was my thing. Like, I'm not saying he's not a title caliber fighter one day, but that Max fight just kind of set him back too far to take it in a year from now.
Dude, I keep saying this, and because I don't believe it's real. It's crazy to think like Max Holloway has a legit chance of being the champion.
Who would have thought a few years ago?
I know.
I love it. He had to go up and take out the number 2 lightweight just to get himself really back in the conversation. I wonder if he doesn't beat Gaethje and he just beats another featherweight. Is he still guaranteed the title shot?
Nah, that was a big time win.
I feel like if it's against Ilya, though, that kind of gives him action no matter what, because it's not Max Volt 4.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, I hope our listeners are right about this one. I really want it to be Max at featherweight.
Yeah,
dude. Honestly, Max might be the closest right now to being double champ. Either him or Islam, right?
Yeah. I still think you go. I think you go Islam.
It's just crazy how if Gaethje beats Max, he's guaranteed that title shot next. But then Max knocks out Gaethje in the craziest way possible. But I guess he's getting a title shot.
Yeah.
If Max wants to fight for the 155 belt? Does he have to fight again at a title eliminator, or does he kind of slot in there for a title shot since he already has that win over Gaethje?
I think if you're Max to call for the title shot, you obviously win the belt, one defense, then you go up right away and you get the shot. I don't think if you're a champion, if you're going to go up, you have to do a title eliminator.
Yeah. Dude, Max has a crazy map. Imagine he beats Sugar. Like if he were to beat Ilya, Sugar gets his 2 wins. Whoever wins that fight's getting very high up there on the all-time rankings. But
yeah,
anyway,
for sure.
For lightweight, we had 75% of our listeners taking Islam, and then we had a 25% with Arman Tsarukyan. Some people just see something special in him, I guess. He was very young that first time he fought Islam, and he looked pretty good. And then at welterweight, got a little 50-50 just like us right here. Shavkat and JDM. I'm very happy if either of those guys are the champ. Those are two of my favorite guys on the roster right now. And then a middleweight, 75% for Izzy and 25% on Bobby Knuckles. I love that. I was honestly thinking about it, but then I realized he would have to be Izzy or Drekus, and neither of those have seemed like great matchups for him.
Without even looking, I already know who picked that.
Your boy?
Yeah, our third co-host sometimes. Big Bobby Knuckles fan.
Yeah, you've seen it. You've seen him on live streams if you're a real fan.
Yeah.
All right, light heavyweight, 75% on Poatan, 25% on Magomed Ankalaev. And then at heavyweight, no one agrees with you. No one sees your logic. But once you laid out the map, I'm like, that's not a 0% chance right there. That is a higher than. It's a higher
so
than.
You're telling me
for sure.
So he's gonna fight Stipe, and we all think he beats Stipe, correct?
Yeah.
So he's gonna fight within a year after that.
I guess people are thinking he gets stripped, but Stipe resets the clock.
If he hasn't, exactly. Reset the clock. We're good for another year after that. He's gonna beat Stipe. They're gonna book the Aspinall fight. Something's gonna happen. Gonna get canceled.
Aspinall's gonna be still gone.
Hey, as soon as John beats Stipe, I'm like tick 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 tick.
Yeah, that's facts.
Chew the clock, baby. Chew the clock.
24-second possessions every time.
Yeah, chew the clock.
Dude, after hearing it out loud, it's definitely a better path than I gave it credit for.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess people are also thinking he retires after beating Stipe. That is another possibility.
Yeah, I don't know if the Stipe fight happens within a year.
They might need to move that one to the retirement home if it takes another year or two.
Yeah. So great.